Hello, this is Louis Hayes. I am delighted to share my idea on affirmation with you. This is the CD version of the book. I Can Do It. The book is for reading and the CD is for listen. Do listen to the CD for only 30 days. If you drive a car, it is a perfect companion. On the road, let this idea permit your consciousness until they become a part of you. I can do it. How to use affirmation to change your life by Louis L. Hayes. I dedicate the CD to my ever-growing audience. It is my desire that each and every person learn how to use affirmation to create love, peace, joy, prosperity, and sense of well-being for them. Today is new day. Today is day for you to begin creating a joyous, fulfilling life. Today is the day to begin to release all the limitations. Today is the day for you to learn the secrets of your life. You can change the life for the better. You already have the tool within you to do this. The tools are your thoughts and your belief. I will teach you how to use this tool to improve the quality of your life. For those of you who are not familiar with the benefits of positive affirmation, I would like to explain a little about. An affirmation is really anything you say or think. A lot of what we normally say and think quite negative and does not create good experience for us. We have to retrain our thinking and speaking into positive patterns if we want to change our lives. An affirmation opens the way. It is a beginning point of change in essence. You are saying to your subconscious mind, I am taking responsibility. I am aware that there is something I can do to change. When I talk about doing affirmation, I mean to consciously choose words that we either have to eliminate something from your life or have to create something new in your life. Every thought you think and every word you speak is an affirmation on. Our self-talk is a stream of affirmations. You are using affirmations every moment, whether you know it or not. You are affirming and creating your life experience with every word and every thought. Your beliefs are merely happy thinking patterns that you learned as a child. Many of them work very well for you. Other beliefs may be limiting your ability to create the very things you may say you want, what you want, and what you believe you deserve may be very different. You need to pay attention to your thoughts so you can begin to eliminate the ones that are creating experience that you do not want in your life. Please realize that every complaint is an affirmation of something you think you don't want in your life. Every time you get angry, you are affirming that you want more anger in your life. Every time you feel like a victim, you are affirming that you want to continue to feel like a victim. If you feel without love, life doesn't certain you will never have the good days that life gives to others until you change the way you think and talk. You are not a bad person for thinking the way you do. You have that never learned how to think and talk. The world is just now beginning to learn that our thoughts create our experience. The parents probably didn't know this, so they could not possibly teach it to you. They taught you how to look at life in the way that their parents taught them, so nobody is wrong. However, it is time for all of us to wake up and to begin to consciously create our lives in a way that please and supported us. You can do it. I can do it. We can all do it. I will talk about affirmation in general, and then I will get to specific area. Apply and show how to make positive change in your years, or your finances, or your love life. Once you learn how to use affirmations situations, some people say that affirmation don't work. With this an affirmation itself, when what they mean is they don't know how to use them correctly. They may say my property is gearing and think, oh, this is stupid. I know it's going to work with affirmation without the negative one because it passes a long-standing habitual way of looking at life. Sometimes people will say their affirmation once a day and then complain the rest of the time. It will take a long time for affirmations to work. If it's done this way, complaining affirmations will always in because there are more of them and they are usually said with grace, feeling saying our affirmation is only part of the procedure. What we do for the rest of the day. The secret to having your affirmations work quickly and consistently is so see the planters in soil. Poor soil, poor growth. Rich soil, abundant growth. The more you can choose to think thoughts that make you feel like good, the quicker the affirmation works. Think happy thoughts. It's that simple. And it is doable. The way you choose to think right now is just a choice. You may not realize it's because you have really is a choice. Now, today, this moment, you can choose to change your thinking. It won't turn around overnight, but if you are consistent and daily make the choice to drink thoughts that make you feel good, It will definitely make positive change in every area of your life. And I learned Abraham. If you haven't experienced the teacher Abraham, call 887552299 or log on to the website www.abraham-hayes.com for information. I consider Abraham to be one of the best teachers on the planet today. I awakened each morning with blessings and gratitude for the wonderful life I live, and I make the choice to think happy thoughts no matter what others are doing. No, I don't do it 100% of the time, but I am up to about 75%, 80, and how much I enjoy how much good that seems to flow into my everyday words. The only moment you ever live is this moment. This moment is the only time you have any control over it. We want you to feel good in this moment, then future moments that are abundant and fun. How do you feel right now? Do you feel good? Do you feel bad? What are your current emotion? What is the gut feeling? Would you like to feel better then? Reach for a better feeling thought. If you feel bad in any way, sad, grumpy, bitter, resentful, angry, fearful, guilty, depressed, jealous, critical, etc., then you have temporarily loss of connection to the flow of good experience that the universe had waiting for you. Don't waste your thoughts on blame. No person, place, or thing has any control over your feeling because they do not think in your mind. It is also why you really have no control over others because you cannot control their thoughts. No one can control another unless the person gives permission. So you want to be aware of this powerful mind. You have to you have you can take total control over your own thinking. It's the only thing you will ever have. Total control of what you choose to think is what you will get in life. I have decided to choose to think thoughts of joy and appreciation, and you can. What kind of thoughts make you feel good? Thoughts of love, appreciation, gratitude, remembering joyful experience, thinking of good things you would like to have happen in the future, rejoicing that you live, blessing your body with love and enjoying this moment and looking forward to tomorrow, thinking this kind of thoughts is an act of loving yourself, and loving yourself creates miracle in your life. Now let's get to the affirmation. Do affirmation is consciously choosing to think certain thoughts that will create positive results in the future. It is a focus point to begin changing your thinking. Affirmative statements are going beyond the reality of the present into the creation of the future by the words you use in the now. When you choose to say, I am very prosperous, You may have very little money in the bank at the moment. What you are doing is planting seeds for future prosperity. Each time you repeat it, you are affirming the seed you have planted in the atmosphere of your mind. That's why you want to be a happy atmosphere. Things grow much quicker, and for it, restore is important for you to always say your affirmation and I have or I am. If you say I'm going to or I will have, then it says out there in the future the universe takes your thoughts and words very literally and gives you what you say you want always. This is another reason to keep a happy mental atmosphere. It is easier to think in positive affirmation when you feel good. Think of it this way: every thought you think counts too. So don't waste your precious thoughts. Every positive though bring good into your thought pushes good away. It keeps it. That's our absolute. How many times in your life have you almost gotten something good and it snatched away at the last moment? If you could remember your mental atmosphere at those times, you would have the answer to many negative thoughts creates the barrier against positive. If you say, I don't want to be sick anymore, this is not an affirmation for good health. You have to state clearly what you do want. I accept perfect health now. I hate this car. Does not bring you a wonderful new car because you are not clear. And even if you get a new car in short time, you will probably hate it because this is what you have affirming. If you want a new car, then say something like this: have a beautiful new car that suits all my needs. Some people say life sucks, which is a terrible affirmation. Can you imagine what experience that will bring you? It's your thinking that thought we have you to feel terrible. And when you feel terrible, no good can come into your life. Don't waste time arguing for your limitation. Problem, illness, poverty. The more you talk about the problem, the more you anchor it in place. Don't blame others for your problem. It's just another waste of time. We are all under the law of our consciousness, your own thoughts, and only we attach specific experience to us by the way we think. When you change your thinking process, then everything is your life will also change. You will be amazed and delighted to see how people, places, things, and circumstances can change plans. Is just another negative affirmation, and you do not want the waste of precious thoughts on it. Instead, learn to turn negative affirmation around into positive ones. For instance, I hate my body becomes I love and appreciate my body. I never have enough money or money flow into my life in an abundant way. I'm tired of being sick, or I allow my body to return its natural balance. Hell, I'm too fast, or I'm honor my body and take good care up is nobody loves me. I radiate love and love fills my life. I'm not creative. Two, I'm discovering talents I did not know I had. I'm stuck in a lousy job can become wonderful new doors are open for me all the time. I'm not good enough. Or I'm in the process of positive changes and I deserve the best. This does not mean for you to frighten of every thought you think, because when you first begin to make the change over and really pay attention to your thoughts, you will realize how negative much your thinking has been. This is an old thought. I no longer choose to think that way. Then find a positive thought to substitute for it quickly as you can. Remember, you want to feel good as much as possible. Thoughts of bitterness, resentment, blame, and guilt make you feel miserable. Another barrier to having positive affirmations work is feeling not good enough, but you don't deserve to have good in your life. If that is you, then you could begin with a session on self-esteem. You could see how many of the self repeat them often. It will have changed to that word is filling atmosphere you might be carrying around to one of self as materialize. Affirmations are solutions that will replace whatever problem you might have. Whenever you have a problem, repeat over and over, all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come, and I am safe. This simple affirmation will work miracle in your life. I would also like to suggest that you do not share your affirmation with others who may poo-poo these ideas. When you are just getting started, it is the best to keep your thinking to yourself until you have achieved your desired results. Then friends will say, "Oh, your life is changing so much, you are so different. What have you been doing?" And then you can explain. Go over this section several times until you really get the principle and can leave them also zero in on the sections that may have the most meaning to you and practice the affirmation and remember to make up affirmation. The first affirmation for you to you right now. I can do it. I can feel good about myself. I can make positive change.